In this video, we'll uncover 7 unusual habits seen in survivors of narcissistic abuse when they're out in public. Watch until the end to fully understand the behaviors of people who are experiencing the hardships of narcissistic abuse. Weird habit. Number 1. Hypervigilance. Individuals who have survived narcissistic abuse often exhibit hypervigilance in public places. They may constantly scan their surroundings, checking for potential threats or signs of danger. This heightened state of alertness stems from a deep-seated fear of encountering the narcissist or facing similar abusive situations. While others may perceive this behavior as excessive or paranoid, for survivors, it is a coping mechanism developed to ensure their safety and well-being. Weird habit. Number 2. Avoidance of eye contact. For people who've been hurt by narcissists, looking someone in the eye can feel really scary. It's not because they don't want to connect with others. It's because they're trying to protect themselves from getting hurt again. Every time they make eye contact, it brings back all those bad memories of being watched and controlled by the narcissist. So, instead of risking more pain, they avoid eye contact as a way to keep themselves safe from getting hurt all over again. Even though it might seem strange to others, avoiding eye contact is like their safety blanket. It's their way of staying emotionally distant and avoiding anything that might remind them of the bad stuff they went through. So if you notice someone looking away, try to understand that they're just trying to protect themselves from getting hurt again, and they could use a little extra kindness and understanding. Weird habit. Number 3. Over-apologizing. Survivors of narcissistic abuse sometimes apologize too much, even for small things. It's not because they're always making mistakes, but because they feel guilty about everything. They're afraid of being criticized or punished, so they say sorry over and over again just to be safe. This habit comes from deep inside them, where they believe they're not good enough or worthy of love. So, even though it might seem weird to others, it's actually a sign of the self-doubt and self-criticism they deal with every day. When you see someone saying sorry all the time, it's like they're carrying around this heavy weight of guilt and shame. They're not doing it for attention or to annoy anyone. They're just trying to protect themselves from getting hurt again. So, instead of getting frustrated, try to show them a little kindness and understanding. You never know how much it might mean to someone who's struggling with these feelings inside. Weird habit number 4. Excessive people-pleasing. Sometimes, survivors of narcissistic abuse try really hard to make everyone happy, even if it means ignoring their own needs. They bend over backward to please others, afraid of being rejected or left alone. This fear comes from their past experiences of only being loved when they did what the narcissist wanted. So, even though it might seem like they're just trying to be nice, it's actually a way for them to feel in control and worthy of love again. When you see someone always trying to please others, it's like they're stuck in this cycle of seeking approval to feel okay about themselves. They're not doing it because they want to. They're doing it because they're scared of being hurt again. So, instead of taking advantage of their kindness, try to understand where they're coming from and offer them a little compassion. You never know how much it could mean to someone who's struggling to break free from the chains of their past. Weird habit. Number 5. Startling easily. Sometimes, survivors of narcissistic abuse get really jumpy in public places. Even small noises or sudden movements can make them feel scared or anxious, just like they did when they were with the narcissist. It's like their bodies still remember all the unpredictability and danger from that time. So, even though it might seem strange to others, their reaction is a reminder of the fear and hypervigilance that's stuck with them. When you notice someone getting startled easily, it's like they're reliving the past all over again. They're not doing it for attention or to cause trouble. They're just trying to protect themselves from getting hurt. So, instead of getting frustrated, try to be patient and understanding. You never know how much it could mean to someone who's still trying to heal from the scars of their past. Weird habit number 6. Self-isolation. Sometimes survivors of narcissistic abuse choose to be alone in public places. They might sit by themselves or skip social events altogether just to avoid anything that reminds them of the narcissist. It's not that they don't want to be around others, it's more about protecting themselves from getting hurt again. This behavior might seem lonely to others, but for survivors, it's a way to stay safe and take care of themselves emotionally. When you see someone keeping to themselves in public, it's like they're building a protective bubble around themselves. They're not doing it because they're unfriendly or don't like people. They're doing it because they're scared of getting hurt again. So, instead of judging them, try to understand where they're coming from and offer them a little kindness. You never know how much it could mean to someone who's still trying to heal from the pain of their past. Weird habit number 7. Difficulty asserting boundaries. For survivors of narcissistic abuse, saying no can feel really hard, especially in public. They're scared of upsetting others or being rejected, so they often end up going along with things they don't really want to do. It's not because they're weak or don't know how to stand up for themselves. It's because their boundaries were always ignored by the narcissist. So even though it might seem strange to others, their struggle to assert boundaries reflects the constant battle to feel in control of their own lives again. When you notice someone having a tough time setting boundaries, it's like they're fighting to reclaim their sense of worth and autonomy. They're not doing it to be difficult or indecisive. They're doing it because they're still trying to heal from the wounds of their past. So instead of getting frustrated with them, try to offer a little understanding and support. You never know how much it could mean to someone who's still learning to trust themselves again. Navigating public spaces can be a daunting task for individuals who have experienced narcissistic abuse. The peculiar mannerisms exhibited by survivors in such settings serve as visible reminders of the lasting impact of trauma on their lives. By understanding and empathizing with these behaviors, we can create more inclusive and supportive environments for survivors to heal and thrive. It is essential to recognize that behind these unusual habits lie individuals who have endured immense suffering and deserve compassion, understanding, and validation for their experiences.